This is the hind foot that was the worst one on the horse.
So what we're looking at now, for those of you that are just listening to the program, you've got Mike Stein's hand, and he's picked up this horse's foot, and you can see the shoe, how much heel is coming off the back of it. He's got it.
See where the bulbs of the heels are.
Yep. Here's the heels.
Right.
And Mike's showing you how far this shoe is forward on this.
Right. And he's got caulked shoes. They're like a keg pattern caulked shoe. And I don't think much has been done to them, but you have borium on top of the caulks, and you have borium, a couple of borium spots on the toe. And that's
these right here. These
right
little,
there, yeah.
They look like little welds, little smudges.
They are. It's like a tungsten carbide grit.
Okay.
And on a hard top, on tracks, on concrete, it would give you traction. On rocks, it would give you traction. So I don't know where they were riding this guy and what the purpose of this would be. And truthfully, if they're just riding the horse up and down the road, why are we doing that to start with?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not an ideal situation for a horse. So that's the bottom of the foot before anything was done.
Okay. So this next picture here, this is the foot.
This is the foot by the time I got to it, with him standing there, and he would toe up, and you see the shoes almost hidden under his foot.
And is that a crank, just a separation?
It's just a separation from the shoe, between the foot and the shoe.
Okay. So that's nothing really
nothing to worry about. That's getting ready to go away. And just imagine what this is doing to the tendons and ligaments. That coffin joint and everything is, when you moved it, your hand's kind of sloppy. Mm-hmm. And when he stood on the other, put enough pressure on that foot for the passenger to stand up on the other side, that's what it did. Toe went up.
So, and that's the X-ray of that foot.
Right.
And you can see how much of that's got to be straining. That's almost like wearing, I don't know. It's like you're almost you're walking with your leg laying down.
Right.
I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but to me it does.
You're not really walking at that point,
No, you're not.
And so we took the shoes off and we trimmed.
Okay.
And that's the back foot after the trim.
And it's a little bit more upright. I can see that.
Much more upright.
So he's got more rollover on the front.
And I didn't take everything out of the bottom of the foot because, I wanted him to be able to stand on it, because if we took it down to a clean foot all the way down, he might have said, "Ow, that hurts." Mm-hmm. And just, you can see all the stress lines in the hoof wall. Mm-hmm. And we did the same thing on the front.
All right, so we're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to examine the front foot as well, and you can see the results of that. So stick around. You're listening to Equine Dynamics with Mike Stein. We'll be right back.